to Murders and Minivans, where the coffee is cold, the kids are wild, and the crimes are absolutely unhinged. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Tally. Let's talk murders, motherhood, and why we trust absolutely no one. Books that I like, especially now in my older age, I'm like, why do I read books that 60-year-old men read?
That's fair.
Like, this is like a middle-aged man book that like the show is based off of.
Yeah.
You could just tell by the title.
Yeah, that's true.
That's weird. I'm becoming my grandfather. I try to very hard stay away from my mom and becoming her. And I'm really just leaning into the male side, I think.
I think I'm, my grandmother, I would say, probably. A lot of the romances, which is, yeah.
At Brian's parents' house, his mom, 3 bookshelves, and it's all Danielle Steele novels.
Oh my God, that's fine. That's what my mom reads.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danielle. Probably all of them ever.
Yeah. I started reading Danielle Steele when I was way too young.
I've never read one.
Oh, they're great. They're fantastic.
Probably.
I think like smut adjacent.
Probably. Yeah.
There's like a little bit of smut.
Romancy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's funny now. I don't like anything with romance or smut.
I go through phases. Like, I'll read too much and I'm like, Jesus, I need to come up for air.
Some of the excerpts that I read from, because they'll come up on Instagram now for us, and I'm like, I'll read an
You're
excerpt.
welcome.
Yeah. Some excerpts I'll read, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'll like clutch my invisible pearls. I'm like, oh, what do you mean she couldn't fit 2 hands around it? What?
Yeah. You're like, also, that's ridiculous.
Unlikely.
That's too much space.
Yeah.
Too much space.
No. There's no universe where a man could be attractive, well endowed, and rich, and
also a
nice
tiny bit,
to you.
Yeah, nice, mean.
Yeah. I'm like, that doesn't exist.
No.
It is fiction.
Too
written
much.
by a woman.
Yes, this is true.
I also love when books and movies are written by men. And it's so funny because you could always tell the trope. It's always like, even in Reacher you see it. Like how Neely stays so lean and like thin and fit.
Yeah.
But she eats only cereals.
And cup of noodles.
Yeah, and I'm like,
always
there's no fucking way. If I had a cup of noodles, I'd be bloated for 17 days.
Yeah, you could see every noodle. Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd be.
And it's like, it's a trope that's written by men. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, she didn't eat anything all day, and then she had a cheeseburger, or she stayed in her lingerie and had wine by herself. I'm like, as if a woman by herself is staying in lingerie and having wine.
It's cozy sweatpants.
Yeah, I'm looking so ugly if I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Drinking.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
I'm not dressing up to drink alone.
No. So like I warned you, this story, there's 2 stories in this one. One is a case that's kind of been put to rest, and one is an ongoing one. I have vented to you about the second one, so you'll kind of know it a little bit, but knowing me, I went above and beyond.
Excellent. I'm happy to hear it. Let's do it.
Oh yeah. Okay. So this first case makes people uncomfortable in a very specific way. Not because it's confusing, it's not, but because people keep trying to make it complicated.
Ew.
In 1996, a married 6th grade teacher was arrested while pregnant. The father was one of her students. He was 12. Yeah, it gets so much worse.
At 12. I had my first kiss at 12 with tongue.
With tongue?
Yeah, but it was a quick like bleh, like a little frog tongue. I'm like,
yeah.
whoa, that's a gross sensation.
It is a gross sensation the first time you do it. Yeah.
It's gross, slimy.
Slimy
wasn't the right word, but you don't remember your first kiss?
It might have been 12. I wonder if she'll ever remember it. The girl that I used to know in school.
That you were mean to?
No.
Okay.
We were like gone to trouble together. So I went to school.
She was
with her.
your first kiss?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was waiting for the story.
So her and I got into trouble all the time in junior high.
Okay.
Like and it's funny because now she doesn't acknowledge my existence. But anyways, so we got into trouble a lot. And I remember I had a crush on a boy and we were in her house. And she pushed me and this boy into a room, locked and closed the door, and that was my first kiss.
Convenient. Good old 7 minutes in heaven.
Yeah, I'm never letting my kids outside, ever.
No. Good grief. Nope. Yeah. They could be 40. Well, no, that's not fair.
It's not fair, but it's also fair.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fair to me.
My poor 40-year-old virgins.
Okay, somehow, over the years, this story turned into debates about love, soulmates, and whether society was too harsh on her instead of staying focused on the fact that a child was groomed by an adult who was supposed to protect him. Mm-hmm. What bothers me most about this case isn't just what happened, it's how many adults watched it unfold, how long it went on, and how easily people still bend the language when abusers don't look the way that they expect. Ugh. Mary Catherine Schmitz was born in 1962 in Tustin, California. Her mother, Mary E. Sewer, was a former chemist, and her father, John G. Schmitz, was a community college instructor who later became a politician. Within her family, she was always known as Mary Kay. She was the third of 7 children and the first daughter raised in a strict Catholic household. When Mary Kay was just 2 years old, her father launched his political career, winning a seat in the California state legislature as a Republican.
Wow.
Over the years, he served as both a California state senator and a U.S. congressman. He won a special election in 1970, followed by the general election that same year. He lost the primary in 1972, switched parties, and ran for president as the American Independent Party candidate in the 1972 election. So,
quite accomplished in politics.
Heavily involved.
Family's very much in the public eye.
Mm-hmm. So in 1973, the family experienced a devastating loss. Mary Kay's 3-year-old brother Philip drowned in the family pool at their home in the Spyglass Hill area of Corona del Mar while she was playing nearby with another sibling.
Oh.
No one was held legally responsible, but Mary Kay later said that the tragedy deeply affected her relationship with her mother. She claimed her parents had placed responsibility for watching her younger brothers on her, and that after Philip's death, her mother became emotionally distant.
Fair.
That is very fucked up.
Yeah. The death of a child, though.
Yeah, but like, why are you blaming a child?
No, yeah, definitely. I don't support the mother putting her grief on her daughter and blame, but the death of a child makes you do crazy things.
For sure. Mary Kay attended Cornelia Connolly High School, which was an all-girls Catholic high school in Anaheim, where she was involved in cheerleading for nearby Servite High School. After graduating, she went on to attend Arizona State University. Now, her father was reelected to the California State Senate in 1978, and then he had plans to run for U.S. Senate in 1982. That collapsed when it was revealed that he had fathered 2 children during an affair with a former student from Santa Ana College, where he had taught political science.
Ooh.
It runs in the family.
Yeah. Ooh.
The scandal caused Mary Kay's parents to separate for a time, though they later reconciled.
Oh, gross. No.
Good old Catholicism.
Yeah. Kiss my ass if you think you can cheat. Like impregnate someone and come back. I don't care.
A whole ass family.
Yeah. Not happening, friend.
That's so much effort. Put in effort into literally anything else. Like the same amount of effort that you... That's how.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
At least she was not 12.
While attending Arizona State University, Mary met another student, Steve Letourneau. Not long after, she learned that she was pregnant. During one class, she suffered complications severe enough that she had to be rushed to the hospital. Doctors discovered that she had been carrying twins, but one embryo was lost to a miscarriage. Mary Kay later gave birth to the surviving twin, the first of what would eventually be 4 children with Steve.
Right.
She later said that she wasn't in love with Steve, but married him under pressure from her parents. Steve has said that he felt the same. He wasn't romantically involved, but he was willing to go through with the marriage after being urged by his own family.
Maybe use protection next time then.
Yeah,
Bud.
Seriously. Both of them dropped out of ASU soon after. The couple moved to Anchorage, Alaska, where Steve found work as a baggage handler for Alaska Airlines. After about a year, he was transferred to Seattle, Washington. And it was there that Mary Kay gave birth to their second child. Now, focusing on building a career, she enrolled at Seattle University and then earned her teaching degree in 1989. So with kids at home. She went on to teach second grade at Shorewood Elementary School in Burien, a suburb just outside of Seattle. Behind the scenes, the marriage was very unstable. The Letourneaus struggled financially and both had multiple affairs. Yeah. According to her attorney and former neighbor David Gerke, Mary Kay was emotionally and physically abused during the marriage, with 2 incidents serious enough to result in hospital visits and police involvement.
Wow.
Though no charges were ever filed. File those charges, for fuck's sakes.
Goddamn. You were hospitalized.
Yeah. Seriously.
And this isn't long ago.
No.
Some of us were born in 89, and that was long ago.
Not me. I'm very young, actually.
Get out.
In May 1999, while Mary Kay was incarcerated, the couple divorced. Steve was awarded custody of their 4 children, and years later, the Letourneaus became grandparents when their oldest son welcomed a daughter. Now,
Jeez Louise. If she had filed the paperwork, maybe he wouldn't have gotten all the kids. Because he had a history of abuse. Oh, but sleeping with a young student. Nobody should get those kids, maybe.
So Mary Kay first met, I'm going to butcher this name. I'm going to try my hardest. Mary Kay first met Willie Faulau in September 1991 when he was 7 years old and a second grade student in her class at Shorewood Elementary School in Burien. Willie was quiet, artistic, and came from a close-knit Samoan family. Parents described Mary Kay at the time as a devoted, highly regarded teacher, the kind who stayed late, took special interest in her students, and was often praised for going above and beyond. Mary Kay later said that when she first knew Willie, her feelings were innocent, comparing them to what you might feel for a younger sibling. Even after he moved on to other grades, she remained involved in his life. That's called grooming.
Yeah.
She encouraged his drawing, praised his creativity, and stayed in contact with him and his family. None of this on its own raised alarms. Teachers knowing students outside of the classroom wasn't unusual, and she was trusted. By the fall of 95, that trust deepened when Mary Kay again became Willie's teacher, this time for 6th grade. Around the same period, her personal life was unraveling. In January 96, she suffered a miscarriage while still married to Steve, and friends later described her as emotionally fragile and withdrawn in the months that followed. That summer, Willie spent increasing amounts of time at her house under the pretense of schoolwork and tutoring. Red flag number 1.
Yuck.
According to later reporting, boundaries that should have existed simply didn't. People magazine would later report that Willie, then 12, had even joked with his friend in what sounded like childish bravado that he could have sex with his teacher. At the same time, Mary Kay later admitted that she had began fantasizing about him too.
And he's 12 at this point?
He's 12! Oh my God. The first time police encountered the situation was June 18th, 1996. Officers found Letourneau and Willie in a parked car at a marina. When approached, she jumped into the front seat while Willie pretended to be asleep in the back seat. Both gave false names. Willie claimed that he was 18, and Mary Kay told police that she had left home after an argument with her husband, and she was searching for Willie, who she described as a family friend who had run off after witnessing the fight. I don't know if that's true or not.
It's a good story, though.
Yeah, I'm like, it's so elaborate. I'm like, is it true?
Yeah.
The officer was not convinced. Willie had no ID, and his appearance suggested that he was much younger than he claimed. They were taken to the station where Willie's mother was called. She told police that Mary Kay was her son's trusted teacher, and she had no problem with them being together in public. With no admission of wrongdoing and no physical evidence, police let them go.
Ugh. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like this.
So years later, Willie's mom would go on to say that had she known that Mary Kay lied about his age or what really happened in the car, she never would have allowed her son to go near her again.
Well, no, of course not.
Yes, the cops didn't tell her the full story.
Oh, gross. They should have disclosed it because he's a minor.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the kid's face. I want to see.
But no, it's going to ruin the story for you.
What? I want to see.
No.
The name is.
You'll see it. Because there's like, when you first Google it, the like conclusion kind of comes up.
Okay.
Kind of. By September 96, Mary Kay was pregnant, later confirmed to be Willie's child.
That's horrendous.
Yeah. In February 97, her husband Steve discovered love letters that she had written to Willie. The language left little doubt about the nature of the relationship. A relative of Steve's contacted police, and then on March 4th, 97, Mary Kay was arrested.
Fair.
She ultimately pled guilty to 2 counts of second-degree child rape. While awaiting sentencing, she gave birth on May 29th to a daughter fathered by Willie. Prosecutors initially sought a sentence of more than 6 years in prison, but a plea deal reduced it to 6 months in county jail. Followed by 3 years of sex offender treatment.
What's the treatment?
Therapy. I don't know.
Oh.
Fucking inpatient help. She was ordered to have no contact with Willie, her own children, or any minors. The case exploded internationally. There was tabloids all over them. Talk shows debated it endlessly. What is there to debate? Mary Kay herself later described her mental health during this period as deteriorating. Just 4 weeks after her release from jail on February 3rd, 98, police found her in another parked car with Willie near her home. Again, she initially claimed that she was alone. Again, false names were given. Although reports initially suggested sex had occurred, investigators later said that there was no physical evidence of intercourse that night. How do you know? Villy told police that they had kissed frequently and that he had touched her thigh. What police did find was unsettling. More than $6,000 in cash, baby clothes, her passport, and then receipts for hundreds of dollars of recent clothing purchases, including men's and infant items. So they were planning to run away together.
Yeah.
So Mary Kay said that the money was for medical treatment and legal fees, and that the clothes were gifts or items that she liked to wear herself. This time, there was no leniency. The judge revoked her plea agreement and reinstated a full sentence of 7.5 years in prison, still not long enough, for violating the no-contact order. Mary Kay later admitted that she and Villy had resumed having sex in January, though police maintained that they could not prove it during the February incident. She served her sentence at the Washington Correction Center for Women. While incarcerated, she gave birth to a second daughter, fathered by Villy in October of 98. She tutored other inmates, recorded audiobooks for the blind.
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Sang in the prison choir and attended mass regularly. At the same time, she was wildly disliked by fellow inmates and reportedly spent significant time in solitary confinement, including 6 months after attempting to send letters to Villy. Outside prison walls, the damage continued. Villy dropped out of high school. His mother was granted custody of his 2 daughters, and he struggled with alcoholism and severe depression and then attempted suicide in 1999.
Oh gosh, poor guy.
In 2002, Villy's family sued the Highline School District in the city of Des Moines, alleging that the systemic failures had allowed the abuse to continue unchecked.
How was the school division supposed to supervise that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think she was really good because
they
she's
let
a
their
female.
child go to her home during personal and then not during school hours.
Yeah.
Like if she did anything inappropriate during school time, it would have been reported. But she's obviously really good at hiding it. And he went to her house.
Yeah. And I mean, like, this is a common double standard, I find. I'm very pro women in all aspects of life. But because this is a female teacher and a male student, it's like it's completely different. It's very weird.
I can see how, I see what you mean. Were they, because you said they were Somalian?
Samoan,
sorry. So were they like new to the country? Like did she get him under the guise that it was extra attention to catch him up or something? Like that's why I'm trying to see how she would have gained the trust of these parents. Maybe they didn't know better.
Yeah, again, I think it's just like a friendly female teacher.
Yeah.
Because like even I'm putting myself out there, but like even if I'm thinking about like my girls, if it was a male teacher that was paying extra attention to them, my flags would be up immediately. What's going on? Or I don't know. But again, maybe that's because I have daughters. But if it's like a female teacher, I'm like, oh, what a great involved teacher. You know what I mean? Like that's my own double standard. That's how I would view it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's how his parents viewed it. Like they didn't think that it was alarming. But if my girls were going over to a male teacher's house, the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I don't know.
See, and it's hard for me because I would never ever be in that situation.
No.
If it were something like tutoring, well then they would come to my house where I could see them for a set amount of time and then you leave.
Yeah. And like make it a very friendly environment. Parents can stay if they want to.
Yeah. It would never be not at my home. So it's hard to say. Like I just would never.
It's such an icky situation.
Be in that situation. Yeah.
So no damages were awarded from this lawsuit. Mary Kay was released from prison on August 4th, 2004, placed into a community supervision program after serving just over 7 years of her sentence. The following day, she registered with the King County Sheriff's Office as a lifetime level 2 sex offender, classified as a medium risk to reoffend. By that point, Villy was 21, so not long after her release, it was Villy who petitioned the court to lift the no-contact order that had kept them apart for years. The court agreed. On May 20th, 2005, the two were married in Woodinville, Washington, in a ceremony held at Columbia Winery. The wedding was not private. Exclusive access was sold to Entertainment Tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to pick a side, E.T.
And then photos were distributed widely, reigniting public outrage and debate. Letourneau spoke openly at the time about wanting to have another child. So Mary Kay, sorry, I used her last name.
How many was that? That would be... She had 6?
Yeah.
She had 4 with that guy? Her first husband, sorry.
And she even wanted to return to teaching. And noting that under Washington law, she was technically allowed to teach at private schools and community colleges, a statement that drew sharp criticism. Around that time, attorney Anne Bremner, who had first met Mary Kay during Vili's civil lawsuit against the school district, described the relationship as something that Mary Kay believed was eternal and endless. Bremner said that nothing could have kept the two apart, framing it as inevitable rather than preventable. In interviews, Mary Kay continued to minimize her responsibility. In a 2006 NBC News interview, she acknowledged knowing that it would be wrong to allow the relationship to progress, but she claimed that once the school year ended, they crossed that line. She also said it never crossed her mind that having sex with a 12-year-old would be a crime.
What?
What the fuck?
He's not done growing yet.
Yeah.
Of course it's bad.
It is a child.
Yeah.
In later interviews, she doubled down, insisting that she did not know that there was a specific law prohibiting it.
Okay. Whatever.
Like, you just have to laugh. Ugh. Like, it's obviously, I'm not laughing because it's not tragic. I'm laughing because what?
Yeah.
A claim that was widely disputed by legal experts and deeply criticized by victim advocates. The case continued to be revisited in pop culture. In 2015, Barbara Walters Presents American Scandals aired an episode centered on the relationship, featuring interviews with the couple and discussion of their two daughters, now teenagers, now adults. Behind the scenes, the marriage was far from stable.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Things that happen when you groom a child. In May 2017, after nearly 12 years of marriage, Vili filed for legal separation. Then he withdrew the filing, but then it marked the first public indication that things were unraveling.
Okay.
By 2018, the couple was living a relatively quiet life. Vili worked at a home improvement store and DJ'd professionally. Mary Kay worked as a legal assistant. A source quoted in People magazine said that the two were fully aware of public opinion and simply didn't care, framing the abuse as something long in the past and irrelevant to who they were now. I would argue the opposite. That narrative would not last. In August 2019, the couple finalized a legal separation, and then in May of 2020, People reported that a source close to Vili said that he had begun to reassess the relationship entirely, seeing it clearly for the first time and recognizing that it was never healthy, even from the beginning.
Was their children starting to be the age that he was? That could be the trigger, maybe.
I think so, for sure. For years, Vili had publicly insisted that he was not a victim, but by 2020, that certainty appeared to be gone. One of the questions that people always ask in this case is simple but uncomfortable. Where were the parents and what did they think? So Mary Kay's family were almost entirely silent. So her father, John Schmitz, who was the former congressman, he had already been destroyed by scandal years earlier, and by the time Mary Kay was arrested, he was ill and out of politics and never really said anything about her, never defended her. Her mom, Mary, also stayed out of the spotlight, never gave an interview, public statement, or an attempt to explain or excuse what had happened, which is probably the best way to go.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that's the best thing that she could have done.
Mary Kay later claimed that her parents were ashamed and emotionally distant, obviously.
Yeah, duh.
What we do know is this. Her family did not rally around her publicly. They did not reframe the relationship as love, and they did not try to soften the narrative. Their response was silence. And in this case, silence speaks. Vili's family, on the other hand, was very much involved and deeply conflicted. At first, Vili's mom trusted Mary Kay completely. She knew her as a respected teacher and allowed her son to spend time at her house. When police first found Mary Kay and Vili parked together in the parked car 96, his mother again told officers that she was not concerned because she believed that nothing was happening.
What? Gross.
Once the full truth came out, Vili's family did not treat this as a romance. They supported prosecution, and then they later took custody of his children when he struggled with addiction. And then they backed the civil lawsuit against the school district. What makes this case especially hard is that for years, Vili himself publicly insisted that he wasn't a victim, but his family never shared that view. Another question that people ask is, did anybody try to stop this? The honest answer is somebody trusted the wrong person. Some people stayed silent, and the adults who should have protected a child did not act fast enough. And the consequences of that failure lasted decades. So where is everybody now?
Let's find out.
Mary Kay was released in 2004. After her separation from Vili, she lived largely out of the public eye. Mary Kay died on July 6th, 2020, at the age of 58 from complications related to cancer.
Wow.
that is closure. Billy spent years, again, insisting that he wasn't a victim. His life told a more complicated story. He struggled with alcoholism, depression, and attempted suicide. After he separated from her, reporting in 2020 indicated that he had began to reassess the relationship, and he has since lived quietly away from media attention. Their 2 daughters were raised out of the spotlight. Custody was within Billy's family when he struggled, and now they have maintained their privacy, something that was rarely afforded to them during childhood. Mm-hmm. There's like a pretty recent picture of them I think you could find. Mary Kay's former husband divorced her while she was incarcerated, and he was awarded custody of their 4 children. He stepped away from public attention. Her 4 children largely avoided the media. In 2010, Mary Kay became a grandma through her eldest son.
Wowzers.
What is Christmas like there?
Do you think they all get together? Well, not anymore because she's dead.
Well, I wonder if because the siblings are technically related. Mm-hmm. Do you guys maintain contact? It's not anybody's fault here. It's the kids are not involved.
It's got to be fractured.
Mm-hmm. And Billy's family pretty outraged. And the school and the city of Des Moines were not held legally responsible. There's no policy changes that followed the verdict.
Well, what could they do? They were meeting outside of school hours.
Yeah.
It is the individual teacher's fault. School is supposed to keep your child safe. Mm-hmm. But where is the line of policing? Do you know what I mean? Do you get security cameras? Lots of schools have security cameras in the hallways. But a lot of the time, the abuse doesn't happen in the hallway.
Yeah.
And so in her instance, she was friendly, but not too friendly. And it sounds like a lot of the abuse took place outside of school. So it's... who do you hold responsible? Well, it's that individual. I also have a problem with, of course, your adult brain isn't done developing until you're 25. So, of course, he thought he was fine until he was older and his brain stopped developing. Mm-hmm. And then he realized, oh, shit, I've been abused this whole time.
It's probably exactly what you said when his kids became that age.
Yes, and he was seeing it through a different set of eyes.
And sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah, and then he continued to be exposed to it because he didn't know any better. But it's hard once he was 18, and then she was released.
It was 100% grooming. All of the little attention that she paid to him. I'm like, no, you were fucking grooming him this whole time.
Well, and I wonder what the relationship too was when she was out finally, and they were together again. Mm-hmm. Did she continue to treat him as a younger person, or was he an equal in their marriage? It's interesting to me that they even got married.
I know. There's I think there was a Criminal Minds episode that was kind of done on this.
Adam Sandler did a movie, a spoof, and it was Barbra Streisand was the hot teacher. Did you see that? Yeah, and Andy Samberg was their son.
Oh. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Attaboy, That's My Boy, I think it was called.
Well, see, and that's the... Okay, we'll pause this. Well, I'll tell the second story, and then we'll get into the discussion. Now, this is ongoing, and nobody sue us, okay? This is all alleged. Mm-hmm. I am just basing the information off of what I've seen. Don't come for us. We have nothing.
No, please don't. Yeah.
Christina Formella is the daughter of Nicholas J. Chiotis and Miranda A. Chiotis. Her husband, Mike Granberg Formella, is the son of Randy Formella and Kathy Formella. Now, Christina is a special education teacher and holds 2 master's degrees. Mike earned his bachelor's degree in sports management, and he is 6 foot tall, 6'2", and Christina is 5'3".
Just a little.
I know. I don't know why I put that in there. To me, it was relevant. I'm like, okay. Anyways, Christina is 1 year older than Mike. She graduated from high school in Park Ridge in 2013, so she's a lot younger than you and I. Mm-hmm. And she was named an Illinois High School Association All-Sectional Honorable Mention Athlete. From 2013 to 2017, she attended Concordia University in River Forest, Illinois, where she earned her bachelor's degree in special education. She also had an endorsement, whatever that means, in middle school language arts.
Oh, I know.
So she earned her license to teach in 2017, and then...
Oh, I got the name wrong. It was bothering me. It's Susan Sarandon. Barbra Streisand. I'm like 20 years late.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a weird one.
Susan Sarandon. Sorry.
Yes.
It was bugging me. Please continue.
That's a good one. Now, so Christina earned her teaching license in 2017, and then in 2020 she began working at Downers Grove South High School and And in 2021, she started to coach the both boys and girls soccer team. She met her husband Mike in December of 2014. I'm just setting the scene so that you know a little bit about her life.
Okay.
Because by all means, I'm like, you had nothing fucking wrong with your life.
Yeah.
Mike and some of his basketball teammates went to go watch a basketball game at the Concordia University of Chicago. She was sitting in the stands and caught his eye. Allegedly, according to her and their wedding website that is now taken down, but I have ways, looked to his friends and said, I'm going to marry that girl one day.
Wowzers. Okay.
I don't think he said that. I think she's making this up because this is who she is. I fucking hate this girl.
Uh-oh, okay.
I'm coming for you, Christina.
You're really setting the tone. She's not dead. This isn't decades like in the past. She could come for us.
She could. Come for me.
Don't come for her. Don't listen to her.
Don't sue me, though.
She's out of her mind.
Maybe cut that part out. They met again a couple of years later, and they sat next to each other during a drinking game, and they have been together ever since.
Wow.
Again, off of her wedding website. Everybody lies on that. Everybody lies on that. You're going to embellish how you met. You're going to romance it up a bit. You're not going to say that Neil's dad set you up and that you saw him in the hallway when you were wearing pajamas.
That's kind of a cute story, though.
It is a cute story. I guess you don't have to guess on that one.
But fair. Yes, okay. Yes. We embellish.
Yeah, so you embellish. So her and Mike, I think this is maybe why I like super dislike her. I'm like, you had everything. And like everything is like, this is what
Well, like the master's degree, she's obviously doing pretty well for herself.
Smart.
And to pay for them, so she had money, or her family had money.
His family had money.
There you go.
Her and Mike got married in Italy.
Yeah, she's doing pretty well for
on
herself.
June 22nd, 2024. Mike's family owns Formella and Sons, which is a family-operated global company that makes Italian specialties like olives, pastas, pizza sauces, giardiniera, muffaletta.
You don't want to try that one again?
Giardiniera.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. I love Italy, and like
do you?
I'm like, you had this and you did this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she had so much.
Her life seemed
I don't know what she did. I bet you it's bad because we're telling a story about her. But her life looks pretty sweet so far.
So she turned 31 on December 29th, 2024, a Capricorn.
Ugh.
And in 2025, she was arrested.
Good.
Now, according to prosecutors, the alleged misconduct began in early 2023 and continued into 2024 when Formella was accused of engaging in an ongoing sexual relationship with a 15-year-old boy.
You know what? You should have started with this one, I think, because you started with the 12-year-old, and that was more shocking. 15's still gross.
Yeah. It's all...
Still gross. Still bad. I'm not saying it's not bad.
I hate her so much.
But I'm already like, ugh, of course you did. Gross.
Yeah. The case came to light after the student's mom discovered sexually explicit text messages on her son's phone and then contacted police. Authorities alleged that Formella groomed the student through frequent messaging and personal contact, and that sexual encounters occurred dozens of times, including at her home and on school grounds.
Yuck.
Initially charged with aggravated criminal sexual assault and aggravated criminal sexual abuse, the case expanded after a grand jury indicted her on more than 50 additional felony counts, including criminal sexual assault, aggravated criminal sexual abuse, indecent solicitation of a child, and grooming.
Ew.
She pled not guilty to all charges and was released under strict conditions barring her from contact with minors. Now, these are things that she said that pissed me off. Her defense was that he took her phone because he knew her passcode. He did this to himself. Like, he texted himself. You would have to have her phone for 3 years.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He planted all these messages, and people only come after me because I'm beautiful.
Ooh, okay.
Which I'm like,
stop it.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, stop.
Calm down.
Yeah.
This is word for word from the actual court document, which I will link to. Detectives conducted the traffic stop on the defendant on March 16th, 2025. So Christina, and they seized her phone. Detectives later searched her iPhone. She consented, and they found a memoir in the notes section of her iPhone that was last updated at 10:45 a.m. on March 16th, 2025. In her notes, she basically wrote this note, I guess, to the boy. Quote, I once again, from day fucking one, called your next girlfriend's name redacted. You're so fucking predictable and disgusting. Shocker, you cheated on me with her. You're married.
Wow.
All I was to you was somebody to fuck. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm not any of that. I've just lost interest. I went back and screenshotted every single time that I said we should break up until after the wedding.
Whoa.
And after you graduated. And every single fucking time you came back and convinced me it would be fine. I initiated every single breakup only for you to end things saying that you couldn't get over it. You ruined us. I warned you we should have never started dating a long fucking time ago. She swears so much. And you gaslit me and convinced me it was fine every time because that's who you are. We will never ever be together again. I'm not a second choice. I'm the best thing you'll ever have. Even with all of my mistakes. Girl.
Wow.
You once again waited and strung me along until it was convenient for you. She spelled convenient wrong too. Idiot.
Tell me.
It broke me last time. This time, it changed me. I'm not sad. I'm fucking mad that I let a 16-year-old fuck with me like that. And I even made a promise to myself that I will never let any guy fuck with me like that again, ever. In the end, we both lost. You lost the girl who would have stuck with you through thick and thin, who would have changed anything about herself to make you happy. And I lost the person I was before I met you.
That's not healthy.
No, that is insane.
Yep.
Insane, even if you were in like a normal consensual relationship.
Yeah.
Consensual.
Yeah. Consensual.
Maybe that should be the word.
Maybe it should be.
Then under a section titled Manifestations,
Uh-oh.
which I'm like, this is so embarrassing because I have a manifestation section, and if the cops ever read it and publicized it like this, I would go into hiding.
Well, are you, let's see if yours is the same. I don't think it is.
Mine's embarrassing, but it's not criminal.
Yeah.
Quote, the victim's name, which obviously we don't know, is going to reach out to me soon and try to fix things between us. In the meantime, I'm going to live my best life knowing that he's not the person I thought he was and that he is beneath me, unquote. In addition, detectives found another note dated November 11th, 2024, which has the following. Victim's name and I will connect again soon in a positive way. We will both get the closure we need in order to move on in a healthy way. We will be able to be a part of each other's lives forever. We will be in each other's lives forever. We'll be able to love each other while also living our own lives. And then there was text messages, which I don't even want to read out. They're so gross, so I won't. But basically, they are saying, having sex with you is so good today. I loved this morning, even though it was short. I love making love to you, baby. Back, I'm like, this boy is 15.
Gross.
Her husband's family is extremely supportive of her. Okay. They think that she is being framed and that she is completely innocent in this. And there's actually like a community online that actually thinks that she's innocent, which the question, like I beg the question, how on earth, if she is innocent, I will come back onto this podcast and I will apologize and I will say, I'm so sorry. You're not innocent.
Yeah.
You're a weird person who groomed a 15-year-old child, and there's text messages to prove it. And I don't know how they're gonna frame it as her being innocent, because the IPs of one of the text messages that she sent to him was when she was in Italy getting married. How are you? Would he have taken your phone?
Yeah.
You think a 15-year-old is gonna take your phone, change the VPN, change all this IP shit, whatever, and then how?
Magic, probably. And
again, the discourse about this is so gross. Because there's like, if you read the comments under anything about this, they're saying like, oh, attaboy, like she's conventionally attractive.
Yeah.
And they're saying like, oh, attaboy, good for him.
No.
And it's so fucking gross. Because again, if this was a female student
yeah, and a male teacher, would you say the same thing?
No.
He would be crucified. No. Bad.
So I'm following this case very closely because
it's still ongoing.
Just something about this girl.
I really don't think healthy people go into relationships like these on either side.
No.
Like does he have mommy issues and she's really bad? I don't know. But healthy people do not get into this.
I remember we had in high school she was very pretty. She was a math teacher, and it was math. It was the smart math. I only did, so it would have been grade 10 because I went into dumber math.
Mainstream math.
Yes. But in the smart math and pure math, the teacher was very attractive. And she's a very pretty lady. And I remember the male students who were fucking feral. over her and like would make comments to her all the time. And like, she did nothing wrong. She was an angel of a teacher. I think the teenage boy just I don't know. He obviously was groomed because she coached his soccer too.
She was there all the time too.
And soccer teammates said that she was hard on the team, but she really favored him. Students could say it was pretty obvious.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah, but again, he was just getting attaboys. Like, he was a fucking victim. He's a kid.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're 15. It doesn't matter. Even if he was 18. That's why I was so enraged by the Piper Raquel thing that I told you guys about.
Okay.
About how she made an OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah, as soon as she turned 18.
There's a couple, like, figures like that. And how many signups they got. Illegally, she's 18. Yeah. But yesterday, she was a child.
Yeah, yesterday she was 17.
And she's still 18. Yeah. What?
She can't even vote or drink in all the states or provinces if you're Canadian. You cannot drink in every province at 18.
No, just Alberta. Just the cool one.
Wow.
But yeah, that shit grosses me out. Yeah. Like, what the hell is the matter with people?
I don't know. And there's so many stages that broke down for these horrible things to happen. Like, so many lines were crossed. And at any time, either of them could have said something. So it's just horrendous. And I do think, not that it isn't hard for a girl, but it is especially tricky for boys too.
Of course, yeah.
Because there is a little bit of that male...
like bravado almost.
Yeah.
He could have viewed it so many different ways. He could have, if I go to my mom with this, will I get into trouble? Christina Formella, if she gets into trouble, are my friends going to think that I'm stupid? I don't know what was happening. I'm just imagining just from comments and the commentary about this case, and maybe the friends were like, oh, good job or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. Again, this is just me speculating.
Yeah, I bet you it was a big secret. It's sad either way.
Yeah.
What is wrong with your life that you did this to a child? Where is the fuck up in your life?
That's why I went in so hard on a little bit of her biography. And again, I don't know her life. But by all means, there's something...
You're successful enough that you could get away, and you were engaged and married into a very well-off family.
Oh, extremely well-off.
Yeah.
Her husband is sticking by her.
Wow.
Completely. Now, my theory, and the theory of like other rabbit hole people, is he's probably waiting until this is all done and then he's going to divorce her. I don't know. I'm so interested to see how this case will pan out because she's not talking. The family is so supportive of her.
That's amazing. I bet you they just are hoping it will blow over. Get a good enough lawyer.
Yeah.
Try to minimize everything if it does come out that she's in fact guilty.
I would love to know if there's a prenup.
I would think so. If that family had that much money.
Got married in Italy. I'm like, that's my dream. That's my dream. You had such a nice life on paper. Again, I don't know. And I don't think that if there's something going on in your life that is an excuse to harm a child.
Yeah, we've said that before. Yeah. Your trauma does not give you an excuse to be a horrible person.
No. And like the discourse about her online is very interesting. Also, I think she's a little bit of a narcissist.
Well, she must be. Obviously, she needs that extra attention.
From a
allegedly
fucking child.
Yeah.
Yes, everything in this podcast is alleged.
Again.
Allegedly. This case is icky.
Gross. And it is tricky. Both of these, interestingly enough, the female was
That's why I did. The
person of power.
Sadly, I don't know if it's because it's more common or I don't know. There's so many cases of a male teacher.
Yeah. I don't know if it's increasingly common. I don't know if communication is much more prevalent. It is easier to carry news. People report more, maybe. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and I think it's maybe more shocking in these two cases because conventionally both of these women were normal women. And Christina is conventionally attractive. I don't see her as that because I know what you did to me. I don't.
Yeah, your soul is gross.
Yeah, she's okay.
Bad person.
I guess objectively. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's gross. No, I know. Yeah, no, I was quickly looking up because there was one in northern Alberta and it was a bad EA, so an educational assistant. So like a teacher in the classroom, and she was yeah, her name's all over the internet. I just quickly I looked up the town bad teacher, and it's the first thing that pops up.
So this is like when you were teaching?
2024.
Oh.
Yeah, quite recently. So it was going through last year, and I think they're still waiting to try her. But she was caught luring. I can't remember. So this is all alleged. And again, Stephanie telling a story is like drunk history. So you just need to bear with me, and maybe you'll get the gist of it. That's why Tally tells all the stories.
Well, I could have given you a heads up. I just wanted you to like give your opinion after, but I could have given you a heads up, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's on me.
So in September 2024, the teacher in question was arrested after a parent reported inappropriate contact with a student. It was alleged that the teacher sexually assaulted the student in August of 2024 and paid the victim money to remain silent. The victim was not a student in her class at that time, but he had been previously.
How old is the student?
He was high school age. She was an elementary school teacher at the time. EA.
Oh.
She's no longer employed, but part of how this teacher got caught is some of the students' friends found out, and she offered to buy them Xboxes to buy their silence. And one of the boys went to their mother, and he was like, "This is what's happening.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not comfortable. It wasn't me, it was my friend, but she was trying to buy me off." And so there was an investigation. She wasn't allowed to teach. She went to another town. In the other town where she was waiting for things to blow over, at a hotel, she was caught luring another boy. So she's obviously bad. Like, there's no lying your way out of that one. You were caught in a position of power. You were pulled away. You're waiting trial. You're waiting for the investigation. And then you're caught at the hotel you're supposed to hide out at, trying to lure boys to your vehicle. So
Ew.
You're a bad human.
Ew.
And I guess hers was quite interesting too, because it took place over a little bit of time. So other teachers did have concerns and did report her.
Okay, good.
So I think that helped expedite the process.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty horrendous. She had very risque photos of her and the student up in her classroom. So I don't know if they were
In her class?
Yeah, I don't remember if it was family friends, or I don't know if it was on her school computer and they saw photos and projected on the wall. I can't remember, but other students saw the pictures and they were like, "That's inappropriate. What's happening here?" So it's very icky.
Holy shit. Ew.
Alleged
Yeah.
situation.
That's gross.
Yeah, and so that one's ongoing as well. It's
Oh
current.
my God. Luring boys?
I know.
Oh my God, that's so gross. That is disgusting. Why are people?
I don't know. Are you so sad in your own life that you're like, I'm going to pounce on these innocent humans? I don't know what it is.
What is the appeal?
I don't get it.
It must be like a position of power thing. I don't know.
I think so.
Are you powerless in other parts of your life that you feel the need to take the power from a young child?
Yeah, I don't know if they see it as taking power or just imposing themselves on others if you feel powerless.
That is so gross.
Yeah, it's horrendous. I don't get it. And it makes me viciously angry because there are a number of really wonderful teachers out there. And obviously, there's wonderful human beings out there that do want the best for these children. But there are these disgusting individuals that are ruining it for everyone. And then everyone's under a microscope. And then the good teachers are always second guessing themselves and stressed out about non-existent. It's like everything. Someone horrible
ruins it for everyone.
Yeah, it has to ruin everything. And then everyone is stressed out and angry and sad and scared all the time now.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that's why these cases shock me so much. It grosses me out so much because I love teachers. I'm very pro teacher. I think that it is a wonderful thing that these teachers are doing and they should get paid more. And yeah, I don't know. I love teachers. But it's just these stories specifically, I'm like, it's like you laser focus on somebody here and you just this is whose life I'm going to ruin.
Yeah, and these individuals in your care are helpless.
Yeah. Especially
you're supposed to keep them safe.
Mary Kay was a mom. So I'm like, how does that not compete for you?
See, that makes me think there's something fractured in her mind because a healthy individual would not fall for a 12-year-old.
No.
Also, I think I hit puberty.
Yeah.
I wasn't far into puberty at that point.
No.
My body was developed. Some boys wouldn't have hit puberty in grade 12. Like, they don't know the sensations. They're still learning. And so that's also why I feel like it's extra gut-wrenching, because these poor humans don't know their own sensation. They're learning their own body. I don't know. It just really irks me.
No, I'm with you. And it's almost like the media attention, especially on Christina's case, is just so much different than it would be if it was a male teacher and a female student.
Yeah.
In this case here, I don't know the victim's name, obviously, because it's concealed.
Mm-hmm.
But the mom here did the right thing. Like, she did everything that she should have done. I don't understand how this is treated so differently, you know? And I it's almost like because it's a boy, do people not second guess things as much? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? If somebody did see something, there's a lot of double standards. I feel like all of these situations should be treated equally.
Yes.
Whether it's a male teacher, female teacher, it's still a person in a position of power over a minor child whose brain is not developed, and seek help.
Yeah, I'm still mad that they got married at the end.
Yeah, well, that was fucking ultimate grooming 101 on her part.
Yeah,
She knew since she was 7.
at that point.
She was 7 years old.
You know, S is 9. Well, no, he'll be 9 in like 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
And so I just cannot imagine.
No. And it's, I think, also, like, keep an open line of communication with your kids. Always be available for them to tell you these things. And
yes. Try not to be quick to intervene or to say something's gross or that's bad. Like, they don't need to be afraid of consequences for coming to you. So just try to keep an open line. That's a good line. Keep an open line of communication.
Just be available for them. Icky cases.
Yeah, gross.
Sorry for ruining your day.
Bye.
Bye.